British tycoon Sir Richard Branson is determined to assault our way of getting fit, spreading his brand of gym here to buff and tone the local industry. Attracted by the revenue potential, gyms turn over $700 million a year. He's also picked their Achilles heel, long-term binding contracts. Sophie Hull reports.
We know what we're doing and we know that people love what we do.
I think with another big player coming into the gym market in Australia, it's a really good opportunity for all gyms to look at what they offer customers and just really, I think they need to lift their game.
I think it's probably their biggest revenue earner. If people aren't using their facilities and still paying membership, yeah, that's obviously their biggest profit maker, I would think. Money for nothing.
Get ready for a shake-up of the Virgin variety. Australia's fitness industry has spent too long on the treadmill. Watertight contracts, repetitive classes, overcrowding. The complaints from dissatisfied customers go on.
We found that people had a lot of frustrations with their health clubs. There were frustrations with a complete inadequacy with the offerings that were around for children in particular. And so we've had a look at all these areas of frustration in coming up with the Virgin Active model. Okay. Here we go.
Yep.
Mark Blackman is the Managing Director of Virgin Active Australia. In much the same way as Virgin waged an air war with Qantas, it will weigh into the fitness industry on a grand scale. The emphasis is on club, not gym, and it's marketed as a destination rather than a routine pit stop.
We've started with larger facilities which give us a lot more space to work with, which help deal with a lot of the overcrowding problems. We've had a look at the long-term contracts issue and decided that they're not necessary. If people want to keep coming back to the gym, they can have a flexible membership package that would enable that.
The first Virgin Active club will open on Sydney's Northern Beaches in December, the second in Melbourne early next year. The biggest point of difference will be no ongoing contracts and no exit fees.
Everyone falls over at least once and they get another 3 months membership out of everyone, which they did out of me.
Mark Burns is just one of tens of thousands of Australians who sign up for a new gym membership each month. He was furious when he realised he'd been stung for an extra 3 months membership when exiting his contract.
The 3 months notice period wasn't laid out to me, but I have checked and it's in the contract and it's in writing that I can't see.
I think this pay-as-you-go system that Virgin Active wants to do is extremely appealing to the consumer, and it's happened to myself where you join up for a year, pay this extraordinary amount of money, you don't end up using it, you want to get out of it, and then it's this massive hassle.
Women's Health Editor Felicity Percival believes the market is ripe for a sizable new player, and while it may put the squeeze on smaller independent clubs, gym goers will be the ultimate winners.
We hear all the time of all these new classes springing up in New York, like stiletto dance classes and certain types of Pilates, and we never see them come to fruition here because we've got certain chains that dominate the industry.
Australia's most dominant health club chain, Fitness First, says it welcomes Virgin Active to the scene, but its setup must have them running scared. The equivalent pay-as-you-go membership is almost $10 a week more here than it is at Virgin Active.
We're very keen to bring the best of what we have overseas into the Australian market so that Australian consumers can see what they should be expecting from their health club provider.
Fitness First and Fernwood, which between them have nearly 150 clubs and 500,000 members, have reported near record earnings in the last few years.